Hi there, everybody. This is Dave Dowling here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. It's currently about 3:30 in the afternoon on the second month, the 11th day of 2022, which in my opinion is a numerically significant number, if you think about it. And that there is my shadow going across a big lump of snow there that's being piled up from machines coming along and scraping this nice sidewalk here that they built for the LRT. And this here is a ski hill, part of it there. There's some people there skiing, and those there are the pyramids of Edmonton. There's actually 5 of them there, one in the middle. And those are greenhouses. Apparently, some say that the pyramids make the plants inside the greenhouses grow better, and they have better power, and they make better food, and blah blah blah, everything like that. That's sort of like a tour spot. You can go there and tour through the pyramids, and they're pretty nice when it's cold out here, and you can go in there and see live plants from different climates. And I'm here going along this path here, and as you can see, Edmonton has buildings and trees. We actually have the largest park in the world inside a city. It's called the Edmonton River Valley, and they've tried to make sure that there's green spaces on both sides of the river. There on the downtown side there isn't much, but in other areas of the city there's a fair bit of nice green forest with all kinds of excellent paths for walking, hiking, biking, and walking your dogs where they allow that. And you see a lot of people in Edmonton that actually go out and use these paths like I am today, walking along with my staff here, that I boldly claim I can clap my hands literally and make my staff dance in the air literally. It does pirouettes, left and right ones. It'll spin. It does all kinds of amazing dance moves when I literally clap my hands. I will be demonstrating that later in a future video for those who are interested and actually want to see the magic that I can do, as some call it. Some say it's miraculous. Some say it's special effects. Some say it's trickery. But it's literally true. I literally make my staff dance in the air when I literally clap my hands. It is an amazing feat to see, as some have. Some have been stunned by what they saw. I've actually seen some people sit there slack-jawed and bug-eyed for a quarter of an hour watching the staff dance in the air as I clap my hands. Literally, too. And here we are going along the path. I live way up there on top of that hill. They've just recently landscaped all this before winter came in. This here is a new bridge they made for me, so I could walk across safely and not get run over by the dangerous traffic going up and down that hill. This here is a temporary wood thing they put in. It must have cost a lot with the way wood went up in price during the pandemic times. Seems everything went up in price during pandemic times. Here's a nice bridge. Yes, indeed, pandemic times have totally been abused by corporations and others to take excessive profits from the poor people like me and you. When 1% own 99% of everything, the majority of us are poor, financially. Here it is, this very nice bridge that they made for me and others to safely walk across the street. It's a nice bridge that's like metal. We've got a paved surface here. There's a nice big metal guardrail to stop people from throwing tires at rocks in the train. Surprised they don't have chicken wire on it to stop stuff like that. Similar to how governments can mandate all kinds of rights and freedoms away. They can mandate you to stay home, mandate your business is closed, mandate you can't travel, mandate that you can't fly, mandate you got to put a cover on your face, mandate that you be injected with something. They say it's a vaccine, but they don't seem to want to say what's in it. Yes, they can mandate all that stuff away that our forefathers and foremothers fought, bled, and died for, but they can't seem to mandate freedom to vote on everything government wants to do. And that's the mandate they should be doing. There's the LRT tracks down there. LRT stands for Light Rapid Transit, I do believe. And yes, indeed, people will go biking here in Edmonton in winter. Lots of people go biking here in Edmonton in winter on the ice-clad paths that wind along and through the river valley of Edmonton. And that's the North Saskatchewan River out there that winds through the city. It's a mighty river. It starts in the Rocky Mountains and flows down into Lake Winnipeg, I do believe, and then out through the Churchill River to Hudson's Bay, one of the largest bays in the world, here in mighty Canada, home of the polar bear, the walrus, and the rumored Sasquatch. Yes, indeed, Sasquatch is rumored to live here in Canada, in the wilderness where you don't see too many people. There's been sightings of Sasquatch for years. Yes, paths are icy here in Edmonton, and things like hiking staffs help it so you don't slide and slip as you're walking along the ice-clad paths of Edmonton. And it's currently here about 3 degrees below zero, which for you Fahrenheit-loving people would be about 25 degrees. And since we're in Edmonton, which is fairly far north, the sun is almost starting to go down here. There's one of those nice chemtrails in the air with the moon up there. They're all chemtrails. Every one of them. Jet fuel is a dirty, nasty hydrocarbon. It's usually referred to as kerosene. It's not really processed into a super clean fuel at the refineries. There's only a few refineries in the world that make jet fuel. And then on top of that, jet fuel can have 11 different additives in it, such as biocides, to kill mold in the fuel tanks and fuel lines. It can have de-icers in it, and I forget what the other 9 other additives there is that they can put into jet fuel. And with so few factories and refineries actually making this stuff, it'd be pretty easy for a handful of people to covertly add fuel so that pretty well every jet in the world is burning stuff you don't want to be inhaling. On top of this, jet fuel is burned in a jet engine that has no muffler and no catalytic converter. It's heated up to roughly 800 degrees and spewed out the back, mixed with about 50 parts air to 1 part jet fuel. So that's spewed in the atmosphere 30,000 feet where the jets fly at 800 degrees, leaves a line going across the air behind them that rises into the air and can actually interrupt the airstream, the flow of the natural flow of air. Yes, indeed, jet fuel has dirty, nasty sulfide compounds in it, nitrate compounds in it. It's got trace amounts of heavy metals such as lead, aluminum, and who knows what else. I know they sure don't analyze every drop of jet fuel that they burn to see exactly what's in it. I think maybe every 5-10 years they do a general chemical analysis to see what's in it, and that's probably about it. A clean burning jet engine is like a Sasquatch. There's rumors on them, but nobody's ever produced one. Nobody's ever seen an actual jet engine that does not pollute. Every jet engine pollutes, and they pollute really badly too, because as I said, there's no muffler, there's no catalytic converter on a jet engine. They spew toxic hydrocarbon burnt pollution into the air behind them by the barrelful, literally. Yes, indeed, a clean burning jet engine is the same as a Sasquatch. They're talked about, but nobody's actually ever produced one. People that argue such are just sock puppets of the jet engine industry or the hydrocarbon industry that don't really know what they're talking about. They never really looked at it like I have. They're sock puppets lying so that we keep buying jet fuel and polluting the air. There's 420 parts of pollution in the air right now. In the 1800s, there was only 185 parts per million of like natural pollution, like ash from tree fires, the soot and other particles in it, stuff from volcanoes, and even a bit of tree pollen. But now today, it's over 420 parts per million. And the amount of natural stuff in that has gone down because, we chopped nature down. There used to be trees and everything. Look, now it's paths. Those roads I went by, those all used to be trees. Now it's roads where cars go by spewing out more pollution. Yeah, 420 parts per million and climbing. I'm not sure at what level it causes all humans to go extinct from breathing in poison, but at the rate we're going, probably won't be long until we get there. There's a problem. It's called representative government. It's the only form of government in every country. And it's more like a virus. It causes things like lies that jet pollution is just pure water vapor. No, it's not. It's pollution. People, stop lying. The world needs more truth and more freedom. Representative government is where you vote for representatives, like we all do. Here in Canada, we start voting at age 18, vote every 4 years for a representative until our life expectancy of age 81. When you do the math, it's 15 votes in a lifetime. Down in the States, I think they get 30 votes in a lifetime, and that isn't much difference. It's still a representative government, the virus. People need freedom to vote on everything government wants to do. Everything. If they want to buy a paperclip, we should be voting on it. That's what should be mandated. Freedom to vote on everything government wants to do. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. President, Mr. or Mrs. Leader of any nation, mandate that for the people. Freedom to vote on everything government wants to do. I am Dave Dowling. This is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and it is winter here.